It's a very different looking day of weather today across England and Wales than we saw yesterday. Some sorry looking daffodils just earlier, but also lots of sunshine still lasting across parts of Scotland and towards the north of Northern Ireland as well. But even here it's going to be turning unsettled as we head through the rest of the week.
Hello, good afternoon. Well, increasingly cloudy for the rest of today with some outbreaks of rain. And that's the story, in fact, for the next few days. Cloudy, damp and becoming increasingly mild as well.
Hello again. I hope you had a lovely day. These dogs, I bet they didn't look as shiny today, more like soggy. We have got another damp and cloudy day tomorrow for Valentine's Day, I'm afraid, and it's staying quite dull and grey. However, it is going to get a little bit milder. The temperatures, though, they're climbing. We could get up to highs of 13 or 14 degrees tomorrow, so that's not bad for the time of year. Now, for tomorrow night, for Valentine's night, that rain tends to ease off initially during rush hour, but then we are getting more overnight, and that will clear through Thursday morning. So hopefully we'll get some hours of dryness on Thursday before there's a bit more rain again later on in the day. Do keep an eye on the forecast because there is a lot of uncertainty tied in with all the weather at the moment. Friday might just be, though, a bit brighter. That's it from us all here in Leicester Square. Have a great evening. See you later on. Cheerio.
You know what, the weather's not been so great today. Grey and rainy in many areas, quite mild though, and that really is the outlook over the next few days. More mild weather, but with that cloud and rain as well, and temperatures could actually get up to 17 degrees Celsius. Not unheard of this time of the year. In fact, we get it most years now with this changing climate. And why is it so mild? Well, if we track back this air mass, so the air that's over us, the temperature of the atmosphere, you can see it's coming all the way from Iberia, from the Canaries, in fact stretching that air current almost into the subtropics. So is it going to stay with us? Well, it is going to stay mild for sure. Double figure temperatures pretty much across the board. Plenty of cloud, rain at times. But I think the peak in this sort of mild spell, if we could call it, will be on Thursday, maybe 17 degrees in one or two spots, but then I think it gets to around about 12 by the time we get to Monday. So warm and wet, if I were to exaggerate a little bit. Back to you.
It's so messy, isn't it, out there? It's sometimes raining, sometimes cloudy, but it's getting milder. That's the story for this week, Riz. So yes, indeed, today was a cloudy, damp day for most. Outbreaks of rain around this really drizzly scene captured by one of our weather watchers in Stratford with umbrellas at the ready. And that really is the story for the next few days.
Hello there, good evening. Gone now are those sunny skies across England and Wales. Instead, today we've been seeing thickening cloud, showery outbreaks of rain on and off, milder feeling conditions too, along with a brisk southwesterly wind. But the colder air hung on for much of Scotland, also to the far north of Northern Ireland. Some hazy sunshine on and off, but even here it will be turning milder and more unsettled now as we head through the rest of the week.
Time for the weather now. With Valentine's Day tomorrow, Alex is at a flower farm, but it's one with a difference, isn't it, Alex?
That's right, Mary. This is a sustainable flower farm where there's a big push for field to vase, and that's arguably needed when you consider that most of the estimated 55 million roses that will be sold for Valentine's Day here in the UK would have been grown abroad, and some of them even in artificial conditions. But with more and more of us becoming more environmentally aware, well, there is a big push for the seasonal bouquet of flowers, which I have here, and flower farms are increasing in numbers up and down the country. And I've come to this one, which is in Hampshire in the South Downs National Park, where today the weather has been, well, I have to say, fairly miserable. It's been wet, it's been cloudy, it's been mild, which isn't a bad thing for growing flowers. However, the changing conditions does make it a bit harder to grow flowers here in the UK.
As a farmer, you can cope with a temperature which remains, you know, like in the good old days, you used to have cold weather, and you'd know that, and you would grow accordingly. Now, you know, you can get ridiculously high temperatures. It's sort of, you know, in March or even January, whatever, and then it suddenly plummets, and plants can't cope with that.
So, Mary, growing conditions not too bad at the moment, but with a cold snap possible at the end of the month, it could cause some trouble in the flower world.